Yeah. Yeah, 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 yeah. I had too many coffees today. What up, my beautiful people? Welcome back to my channel. It's so good to see you. Happy 2020. I apologize for my immense amount of energy right now. I had so many coffees today, I don't even know what to do with myself. It was not a smart idea. So a couple days ago, I was doing my New Year's journaling and stuff like that. I always do that at the beginning of each year. And I was just reflecting back on what my goals were January of 2019 and how literally my jaw dropped when I read my goals from January 2019 because it is now January 2020 and I have achieved and exceeded all of my goals. And I didn't even realize I was doing it while the year was progressing. And then once I stopped to reflect, I was like, holy shit. How the f did I do that? But I do know how I did that because I used the law of attraction. And I did a ton of manifesting, a ton of journaling, a ton of meditating, and it all paid off, which is so exciting. This again is a very personal story, but I think it could inspire a lot of you guys to write down your goals, manifest, and dream as big as you want. So this is my little journal. It says on the front, whatever you can do or dream, begin it. Boldness has genius, power, and magic in it. My sister got this for me for Christmas last year, I think. I'm going to be reading to you my goals of 2019, literally how I manifested a girlfriend, how I manifested my jobs, and how I manifested meeting my favorite YouTubers last year. Before I jump into the video, I want to say thank you so much, Audible, for sponsoring this video. I love Audible so much. I rave about Audible all the time. I think one of the major things that helped me manifest my goals in 2019 was listening to the audiobook Wishes Fulfilled by Wayne Dyer. Whew! That audiobook is absolutely life-changing. If you want to know how to manifest your goals, listen to that audiobook. Audible has the largest selection of audiobooks and audio entertainment, including Audible Originals. Audible Originals are stories created exclusively for audio, including documentaries, exclusive audiobooks, and scripted shows that you can't hear anywhere else. With the super convenient Audible app, you can listen at any time and anywhere. Audible members can keep their audiobook library forever, even if they cancel. Audible members can also exchange audiobooks that they don't love for a different one at any time. You can listen on transit, while you're shopping, at the gym, literally anytime that you want to learn something new or just entertain your mind with an audiobook, you can do it anywhere. Start listening right now with a 30-day Audible trial. Choose one audiobook and 2 Audible Originals absolutely free. All you gotta do is visit audible.com/Keara, that's audible.com/KEARA, or you can text Keara to 500-500. That's KEARA to 500-500. All right, now on to my goals. Okay, I need to settle down a little bit. Whew. I just want to show you that there is proof that I actually wrote down these goals. Here is my 2019 goals, and then I wrote aligned to-do list, rather. And then I wrote this January 9th, 2019. Okay, people? The first thing on my aligned to-do list was book a series regular or recurring role on a Netflix original. And folks, I have done that. Grand Army's coming out in 2020 sometime. I don't know when, but catch me in the first scene of the first episode of the first season doing something very intense. You guys are gonna love Grand Army. I can't wait for you guys to see it. So that's checked. Book at least one queer role. Okay, people? At the beginning of the year, I had never booked a LGBTQ+ role, as in the character I was playing was LGBTQ+. I had never done that, and I also had a preconceived notion that I looked too straight to book any queer roles, so I kind of had to get rid of that mindset in order to do this, but I can say I definitely have booked. In 2019, I actually booked 4 queer roles. 2 of them are short films, and 2 of them are in web series. And that's all I'm gonna say. Well, one of them was Weenie by CV Bobby.
I'm working tonight and tomorrow, okay? I can give you the money on Sunday.
You better be out by tomorrow. Don't make me call the police.
You fucking serious? Just give me a break, please.
And one was Falconet on Kinda TV. So that's that one. Film at least 1 feature film as the lead. Well, in December, I shot a feature film as the lead, and I can't talk about it yet because it's not officially released and the name hasn't been released either, but you can check my IMDb. I'll definitely be talking about it when it comes out, but that's gonna be a really cool movie. I'm very excited for that one to come out. Okay, this is really, really weird, but I think it was February, I wrote down in my journal that I was going to spend 2-3 weeks with the love of my life in June. I think it was May or June, but at the time I was single and I had just got broken up with, so I was very like down in the dumps. But for some reason I was like, no, I'm going to meet the love of my life this year in 2019, and I did. And we did spend a lot of time in the summer just having an absolute blast here in Toronto. I literally wrote down in my journal that I was gonna meet someone in like March or April, and literally like Lauren and I started dating in April. How crazy is that? And I was single at the time. And I was not dating, I was not on any dating apps, I was not going on dates. Like, guys, this is crazy. Okay, I put down here, collaborate with Georgia Bridgers. And at the time, I was a pretty big fan of Georgia's videos, and I had actually just met her here in Toronto at the very, very beginning of the year, but we didn't collaborate yet. So I like wrote down that I was gonna like meet her multiple times after that and collaborate with her, which happened. And we did, I think, 2 more collabs. But yeah, that was crazy. And now we're actually really good friends, and she introduced me to my girlfriend Lauren. Crazy. Attend a big YouTube event as a featured creator. I did that! Oh my goodness, I did that. I actually went to Buffer Festival in October 2019 as a featured creator and premiered my short film Night Drive, and it was absolutely amazing. It was like the best weekend of 2019. And I also got to walk the red carpet with Stevie Bobby because I was the lead in her short film Weenie, and I got to hang out with all my favorite YouTubers, and I have like a list of like YouTubers that I wanted to meet that I actually ended up meeting at Buffer Festival, including Melanie Murphy, who is my absolute goddess. Like, I love her so much. I met Ash Hardell, I met Steph Signotti, I met Ello Steph, I met Brianne Williamson, Shan Boudrum. So that was crazy that somehow I knew I was gonna meet a bunch of YouTubers and collab with them and stuff. Also, I said get my first tattoo, which I did get late January, and I was actually supposed to get one with my sister, but then we couldn't really figure out a design to get, and then she had to go back to Vancouver because that's where she lives, so we didn't really have time to do that and pick a design that we really liked, but I still really wanted a tattoo, so I ended up getting my own little tattoo on my side ribcage right here, and it represents a new beginning and growth and evolution, but it's a woman with flowers growing out of her, and it's a really, really beautiful piece that I got. And I got that tattoo at a very sad place in my life in January, but I knew that that tattoo would represent that things would get better, and they always do. And so now every time I look at my tattoo, I'll just know that like things will get better and I don't need to worry, and I'm always growing and learning, and everything's a learning experience, even negative times. And so anyway, yeah, the moral of the story is you can make this happen for yourself. I'm not just lucky. I write things down. I focus on the feeling of how it would feel like to achieve my goals, and I go out and take inspired action on my goals. Also, meditating and spending time in silence is super important because you're letting all of the distractions fall away, like you turn off your phone and just go in a room by yourself and relax and breathe and focus on the present moment, and things will come to you, I promise. And the more you practice meditating, the more you get better at it. I'm still not an expert at meditating. I think one of my goals for 2020 is to get better at meditating. I think I made a video a couple months about how to achieve your goals, and it's kind of about manifesting and stuff like this, so I don't want to repeat everything that I said in that video, but if you want to know more about how I did this, you can go watch that video and I'll link it below in the description. I think the major thing I learned in 2019 is that absolutely anything is possible, and even if you have fears that you might not be good enough, or you don't look queer enough to get a queer role, or you don't think you're lovable enough to get a girlfriend, and those were thoughts that were going in my head. The reality is those aren't your thoughts. That's your ego talking. That's not your higher self talking. Anyway, I could go on and on about this topic of law of attraction. Right now, I want you to go grab your journal or a piece of paper and write down what you want to achieve in 2020. This could be anything. Dream as big as you want. These were really hefty goals that I put in here, and I was like, there's no freaking way I'm gonna achieve these. And I did. I hope this video inspired you. Remember, if you are in a dark place right now, things will get better, I promise. There's always a light at the end of the tunnel, and there's always something good you can take out of a negative experience. Take care of yourself this year. Focus on yourself, prioritize your happiness. I just have such immense love for you guys, and I really want you to be your best selves and be your most authentic selves. Once again, thank you so much, Audible, for partnering up with me for this video. To get your 30-day trial on Audible, go to audible.com/Keara or text Keara to 500-500, and you can get 1 audiobook and 2 Audible originals absolutely free. Alright guys, take care, I love you, and I'll see you in my next video. Mwah!